Okay, so coffee. I actually only discovered coffee a couple of years ago. I really didn't drink it at all, but as always, once you discover it and you find mine's an oat milk cappuccino, if we're ever out for a coffee and you want to buy me one. But yeah, it gets addictive and you can get into the trap. At one point, I remember, 5-6 cups of coffee a day and having it first thing on the morning, thinking that that's what you need. It seems that we've developed this culture of needing coffee on a morning first thing, whether Starbucks are to blame for that or whoever, I don't know. But the thing is, when you first wake up, your body is filled to the brim with a stress hormone called cortisol. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing because this is what actually aids you in waking up, and it gives you, a kick in the butt to get out of your bed, basically. And what happens if you're going straight into the coffee as soon as you wake up, you're actually killing your natural ability to be able to awaken your body up. So, it can actually make you feel more tired later on. And that's why you then need more cups of coffee and you become addicted to it and you end up having, 5 or 6 cups like I used to have. So really try and put your cup of coffee back. And I've started doing this now for probably the last couple of years, but not last couple of years, about last year and a half. And, I felt like I was getting really addicted to coffee and I needed to change something because, it was getting out of hand. I started not sleeping very well because I was having coffee far too late in the day. And, I had to figure it out. So I did a bit of research on it and this is kind of what I came up with. And this is what I found my pattern now. And like everything we're going to talk about, it's about making it work for you. So I now don't have a cup of coffee until 10 a.m. at the earliest. And I try not to have one within 10 hours of going to bed. I typically go to bed at 10 p.m. So that means by noon, I can't have any more. I tend to now only have 2 cups of coffee a day because of the time limitation I'm working under. So between 10 and 12 is pretty much the time that, I can have coffee based on my end of day rule and based on my, not having anything till after 10 o'clock. So, think about when you're having it. And I'm also in the comment section of this video, I'll drop in a few little bonus points of things you can do with coffee as well to make it a bit more beneficial for yourself. But for me, don't have it too early. Definitely don't have it to wake yourself up. You'll feel more alive by not having coffee early in the morning, and limit yourself to 10 hours out of when you're going to bed. So if you go to bed at 12, obviously you can have your last cup of coffee at 2. Just make sure that you get, your enough sleep, because that is hugely important to your success and productivity levels. So you don't want to try and infringe on that. And that's what I was finding. I couldn't go to bed, but I was still getting up early and I just ended up burning out, So it all came back down to the coffee. And not necessarily that coffee is a bad thing, because I love it. I think it's a fantastic drink and it has its purpose and it's actually good for you in small amounts. But there was just a bit like, what I talked about earlier about not overdoing things. And, I was just overdoing it on the coffee. So I'm sure many of you probably have been there, maybe need this. And this is how you can put it into your life and still make it work for you.